Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We are over here in Mississippi hunting some raccoons out of the trash can, which is my favorite way to hunt these little guys. I knew that I would have to take some of these guys out in their drink zones, but before I did that, I wanted to check out as many as I could in the daytime, just running back and forth between their eating zones, their rest zones, and in between that time, that's when you see some of them pop into the trash cans, which is a pretty awesome thing to see. As I was watching these little guys for, well, way too long, I noticed some interesting parts of their behavior. So this little coon is leaving an eating zone and he's running into a rest zone. Now on his way into this rest zone, he completely ignores the trash can. I figured he would hop in, take a peek, and I was like, what in the world? And then I saw him come out of his rest zone a while later and he ended up hopping in there. So it seems pretty random. They either ignore the trash can or they have to have a look. And right there he is. We did drop him. There's the floating blood. It looks pretty crazy, just kind of floating there in the air. And he is a blonde fur type and he ended up scoring silver. I did end up going around the river and shooting these raccoons in their drink zones, which I really recommend doing, just going through the whole map. Now, Mississippi is huge. It's not the most fun thing, especially on the river, but you just may find one of these guys. This is on my own map. I found a level 5. I've only saw one other level 5 raccoon ever. It was on New England, and it was on my old account. He was my only diamond raccoon before this guy, and this one's estimate did not look too impressive to me, but he did end up making diamond at 12.12, and I'm blown away. The raccoons are one of my favorite animals in the game, so I'm so glad I got him. As awesome as the diamond was, nothing beats this, guys. This is an absolute dream come true. That is an albino raccoon just sitting over there in an eating zone, and I know she's just a female, but still, this is the first time I've ever saw a rare raccoon ever. Hunting them at night, it's harder to tell anyway, but I'm pretty sure you can tell an albino right away, which is the good thing. I ended up following her over from her eating zone to a rest zone, and I knew I wanted to stalk her and drop her with the crossbow. I wish I could have took her in the trash can. Of course, that would have been the most amazing thing. Maybe one day in the future I can do another grind and get a male albino, which is what I need for the multi-mount. And maybe in the future we can even get more multi-mounts involving coons. I think that would be awesome. We did manage to get super close to this thing though, and I dropped her right there with the crossbow. Definitely on my top 5 kills of all time, guys. That was insane. Just the first rare raccoon I ever see, and it's an albino, which is my favorite. And there she is. She sort of looks like a little possum. We ended up dropping her in like a big stretch and yawn, which is so funny, and she scored 4.30. So we did get her. There she is in the lodge. She ended up being a real birthday present for me. I mean, what a crazy week. We got 2 great one black bears and this little thing, which is absolutely awesome. In the future, I'm going to try to get an albino alligator and an albino male coon and see if we can put them in the multi-mount. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.